Hello everyone, I'm Blink Repeat and welcome to the Wild West Forts update. Now before we get stuck in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode, and please check out my merch so we can do some more Robux giveaways. Now today, I'm going to first read through the updates. So we have Volcanic Repeater and Volcanic Pistol for from Fort Supplier NPCs. I don't know where the Volcanic Rifle is gone, but yeah. To capture a fort you need 3 dynamite and then you need to claim the flag. To build and repair the gate you need wood and the building tool, which you can get from the general store. I'll do all this to show you guys how to do it. New smoke bomb, pretty much you throw it and then it'll fill the area with smoke, quite a large area in fact. And then there's also the flare gun. You shoot a flare and it's like a normal flare, it'll light up the ground below it in a sort of like a red tinge. And yeah, then there's people that are in hostile mode, like when you press P and then shoot a gun, you'll become a danger. So it makes it more protective for people that are in the city. So when you shoot a gun and you're not in hostile mode, then you're still good, but you're in PvP mode. So if someone who's become a danger attacks you while you're in PvP mode, then that's not really good. I think the Mauser, which is one of the golden guns, also got a buff, which is a faster fire rate. So yeah, I'm gonna press P. I'm gonna go ahead and press P and then... Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yep. Got it, so set to P, yep. Okay, so press P and then draw a gun. You're not wanted until you actually shoot the gun. So you can have your gun drawn and you can press P, but you're not a problem until you shot the gun. So if they miss a shot, then you can still get bounty, but you have a danger countdown, and you can't swap back from the modes to back to peaceful unless you're not in PvP after becoming a danger. I think that's how that works. So to get the new items, go to special, scroll down, and there's the build tool, only $100, really good. There's a lantern, buy that. That will supply light around you while you're holding it in your hand, but also while it's equipped. So while it's in your hotbar down the bottom, the lantern will provide light in a circle around you. I like to use it while riding a horse, just on my belt, because then I won't crash into things at night, because it has gotten a lot darker at night and you can see the stars at night, and I'll show you all this in the video. So that's the build tool. You can't really do anything with it unless you're at a fort, so don't equip it until you're getting close. I kind of wish there was a 7th hotbar spot, but I think that'll be a bit broken. This is a lantern. It's equipped and it's providing light while it's on my belt. It provides the same amount of light while it's in your hand. But yeah, it's like the torch, except not as massive. So TNT and smoke bombs now stack. A lot more things stack, which is awesome. Because I used to leave a lot of the stuff in my bank while I had dynamite in my inventory. So smoke bombs are only $30, while dynamite has gone up in price from 20 to 50, which is quite a lot, but understandable because of the new fort update, and dynamite is like your biggest friend. If you've got people that have already captured the fort and you're trying to get it, you're going to need a lot of dynamite and a lot of friends, because especially if there's a group. So how you capture it is you got to be in a faction. I'm quite sure you can't capture it unless you are in a faction. So there's the gates there. Let's see here. Build tool. So the build tool does nothing except show you the health of the gate. And then you can also build ladders on the side. You saw the green appear, and that will, you can use wood. You have to have the planks though, so you can go inside to a sawmill or go to the sawmill in bronze, and you can chop logs. You can chop down from nearby trees, pretty much any tree you can chop down, and then turn that into the planks. So as long as you're within range of the flag, you can raise it, and then that will put your faction logo on the flag. And then flags or banners will dangle on the sides of the fort as well with your faction logo. I'm not sure it's got your faction name, but you can also modify the text and colors of the flag, which I'll show you as well. There's a lot that came in this update, and I think that's really nice. but capturing a fort when there's already a big faction in there is a big bummer. You can access your bank while in a fort, regardless of whether you'll want it or not, which is actually pretty interesting, because how would your stuff get from the bank to that box in a couple seconds for you to use it? So here's the machine guns with no ammo. It just clicks through. Ammo is $1 per shot, and it's decent damage. It's about 30 per bullet. Around 25 actually. I think it's 25 per bullet. So this spot here, you can put your hostages in, so you can unlock it if you have captured the if you've captured the fort, then you can bring people you've lassoed or like bring hostages into there and then lock them there. They can equip weapons while in there, I'm quite sure. So what you can do is you can pay $5 to turn one log into one plank. It takes 3 planks to repair a gate, and then just a few whacks of a hammer to put it back to full health. So if you want to repair the fences or the gate while shooting, you're going to need friends, because it's very risky to try and hold the fort by yourself. Some people are nice and will kind of build a family with you. Well, not a family, but like build a little group with you, even though you're in opposite factions. I've done that a few times. Not everyone on Wild West is toxic, as surprising as that may sound. The sound for the sawmill can get really annoying too. So with the flag, you can press E to change colors, and you can look up while E isn't actually in your sights. So if you would just do that, if we just go within range and then look up, then we can change the colors. So you just keep pressing E and scroll through the colors. I think I might go with a black. There we go. And then you can show text or not show text. So then it will show blink repeat gang if you're in my faction. So dynamite. So dynamite has lost a lot of its range and a lot of its bounciness. So when you throw dynamite, it doesn't actually go as far as it should or did. But it does deal a fair amount of damage. Just 3 sticks of dynamite will demolish a gate, enough that you can go through them if they're closed. If they're not closed, you can just walk straight through and start capturing the fort. So yeah, if you're inside the fort, keep the gates shut at all costs and then have people ready to repair them, but sort of out of range of dynamite. So if the dynamite's thrown in a certain spot, just get enough away so you won't die from it. So now with your logs, get out your building tool and then hold down the mouse to add the wood, and then you just give it a few whacks of the hammer to repair it with no extra cost of wood. So now that's at 100% health, and then the other gate is another 3 wood. Give a few whacks of the hammer and it'll be back to full health as well. And then it can withstand bullets and everything except dynamite. And then you just got to press E on this lever here and it will close and open the doors in a matter of about 3 seconds. I think you can change whether they're open or shut. And they close pretty quick. So if you see someone coming that shouldn't let friends in, then you'll have enough time to close it after your friends have gone through. So I'll just turn the graphics up so you guys can see the stars. Now I am not on my PC at the moment, so it is going to be a tiny bit laggy running my recording software and this, but look at that. That's pretty cool. When you have graphics settings where I have them, which is about half, you can't really see like the cloudiness of it. But yeah, the moon and the stars is quite nice, and depending on which biome you're in will depend on the colors you'll see in the sky and also the lighting. So at night some areas might be brighter than others or have different color schemes than others. Like when you go into the swamp, everything goes foggy. There's a different lighting scheme as well. So here you can buy flare gun ammo and the flare gun. So, and the volcanic pistol. So the volcanic pistol is only $80. You can buy as many as you want, but they drop when you die. So I'm buying a whole bunch of Gatling gun ammo because it's dirt cheap, but it will go pretty quick. You can't just keep using the ammo that's in your inventory straight to the gun. You have to load it each time. So now I bought the flare gun. Flare gun doesn't drop when you die, which is a good thing. I don't know where to buy the new rifle. Call me dumb for not knowing, but yeah. And ammo is stackable for the flare gun up to 10. Bombs is just 4. So I'm going to show that in a sec. Oh, bandages too you can buy here. That's awesome. Alright. I really wish I knew where to get that rifle from, because apparently it's really good. Really high damage and fire rate. But not very good at keeping in your inventory. And you can pick up a harmonica while in prison, and it will play sort of like the accordion on the ship, or the boat, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it the steamboat, because back then you'd power it by steam. Alright, let's equip the flare gun. You don't actually need to use it in a pistol spot, and you can stay protected while using it, because it does 0 damage to anybody. I recommend you fire the gun up, because if you fire it down, then it will start the spark really low to the ground and then won't last very long. So the higher you fire it, the longer it'll last, and it will provide light on the ground where it should land, and then it will be a brightish spot in the sky until it lands. This is great for distractions, and I like to use the flare gun. I'll equip it really quick when I'm in a safe zone if someone's triggering me, and then they'll get really scared thinking it's a real gun, but it's not actually a real gun. So that's what I like to use it for. It goes out pretty quick once it's hit the ground. So yeah, flare gun ammo is really cheap, only $10 per shot. Sometimes me and my friends will like go into Bronze City and then like fill the entire sky with flares, and then it'll like light up the entire Bronze City in red, and it looks really cool. Then you just hear all this like hissing noises when they're coming down. But I'm pretty sure in this time, which is like the 1700s I believe, or 1600s, I don't think flares existed, to be honest. Well, at least I think they didn't exist. So here's a volcanic pistol. I'm really sorry I haven't found that rifle, but yeah, you can fan this one. Pretty decent fire rate, gotta say. If we go and look at it again, it's got really high accuracy and really high damage, really high reload speed, but damage isn't all that high. The rifle has higher damage than that. Yeah. So the sawmills also have their logo that pops up, so you can navigate them more easily. So let's just have a look-see here. I'll equip my normal stuff again. So I'll grab the smoke bomb. So the smoke bomb doesn't work like TNT. If you click once, it'll launch instead of click and then you can aim and then launch. But it will put smoke everywhere pretty quickly. And the more you put in one area, the more concentrated the smoke will be. So if you put like 10 in the exact same spot, it might lag out the people with bad computers. Or it will just be like impossible to see through. It's like CSGO, you always put a smoke before spraying. So first you have to press F to load it up with, I think it's 75 ammo. Then you just hold down the mouse and it'll just keep shooting and shooting and shooting until it runs out of ammo. It's got like really good range, but the mega downside is that you have to reload it every time. But I guess if you could just keep going out of your inventory with however much ammo is in your inventory, it'll be pretty broken. Like you can just keep shooting, shooting, shooting. It also shows the shells on the ground. Once you fired a whole bunch, like it'll mount on the right side of you, I think, or the right side of the gun. So not very many shots to kill my horse, and that horse has the maximum health a horse can have, so that's actually pretty good damage, which means I think it takes less shots for a human to kill them. So yeah, again, not very many shots. Let's see if I can find a glitch, because this is a new update, and glitches are pretty easy to find because of how they changed the code. So I'm going to load that one and see if I can use this one over here. Okay, so this one's empty. So they have got that all good and down pat. Kind of annoying that there's bells on the forts, but I mean, it's good for getting attention. In this kind of fire rate from a machine gun, I don't think this even existed at all whatsoever, or anything close even existed in the 1700s. So yeah, that's not really, I don't think that's very accurate. So the Mauser, the golden gun, 25% faster fire rate. So let's equip that and have a look-see. Where is it? Here. Okay. Unequip Lamat and equip that. So it is faster, but there's no damage buff. Kind of wanted a damage buff, to be honest. But yeah, I also really wanted the houses to be introduced in this update, but with the rate that these guys, the developers, are churning out these updates, can't really expect too much from them in one go. Anything else I missed? Okay, so the Model 3, I don't have the Model 3 on me. It's like only $350, so it wouldn't be much of an issue for you guys to do that yourself. You can see stars at night, adjusted color at night per each biome. Okay, updated minimap. Yeah, I saw that with the forts. The lantern. Yeah, I think I've got everything. That looks like about it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode. Please check out my merch and we can do more giveaways of Robux. And I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Bye.